Let's fill out the Maine Eviction Notice together, the written notice a landlord serves before an eviction case can begin, and check what the state asks of it as we go. Start at the top with the date of this notice. Then the landlord's name, in our example Anna Baker, and the tenant's, here Ben Carter. The form asks for every tenant and every adult residing at the premises, so list each one on its own line. If the lease has a guarantor, name them too, and if a line does not apply, write NA rather than leaving it blank. Next, the leased premises. Type the full street address, including the unit number, exactly as the lease describes it, then the city, state, and zip code on the next line. The notice and the lease should describe the same premises, so copy it word for word rather than from memory. Now the terms. Name the lease document you are enforcing and its date. Here a residential lease agreement dated June 1, 2023. The next blank, the number of days the tenant gets, is set by your state's law. We cover it in the requirements in a moment, so fill it in after checking that. In our example, the problem is unpaid rent, so we tick past due rent, enter $1,200, and describe the period, February rent, due on the 1st. We tick late fees, $50, then the total amount due, $1,250. Tick only the boxes that actually apply and be specific. A vague notice is easier to challenge. If you need to end a tenancy in your state, here is what the law requires you to know. For a tenancy at will, you must give the tenant a minimum of 30 days' notice. Now, either party can waive that 30-day notice in writing, but only at the time the notice is actually given. You cannot waive it ahead of time. Any notice to terminate a tenancy at will must include language telling the tenant that they have the right to contest the termination in court. That language is required, so do not leave it out. The notice must also state the specific ground you are claiming for issuing it. If you are terminating for non-payment of rent, the tenant must be 7 days or more behind on rent. Your notice must include a statement showing the exact amount of rent that is 7 days or more in arrears as of the date of the notice. Then the signature block. Print the landlord's name, sign on the by line, and add your title on the its line, here owner. The certificate of service records when the notice was delivered, how and to whom, complete it when you actually serve the notice, and use the notary block if your state or your attorney asks for sworn service. Keep a signed copy of everything for your records. Remember, this is general information, not legal or tax advice.